Come on, sweetheart. There you are. There she is. Okay. House that are extremely Hi everybody. Good morning. Hope you're doing well. Should we do a video? Should we just do a little video? What the heck, right? I got a YouTube channel. You watch YouTube. Maybe we can make a deal. Let's do it. So, I want to thank, first off, all the freaking people who, oh yay, hot-boiled egg. Yahoo, hard-boiled egg.
Tell me how it looks on the inside.
It's perfect. I can feel it. Whoo! Gotta love eggs. Oh my goodness. That was a good egg, friends. Now, it seems, friends, we got the starter in Rita's truck. I roll around in there in the snow and the dirt and get underneath there and get that squared away. We'll show you some of that. It's funny as I get older and the faster the world seems to come at us with the internet and the phone in your hand. Like I have a channel. That's how I make my living is on the internet, which is actually crazy to me to begin with. Sorry, friends, I had to edit there. I had to, it was either blow it or... Anyways, Canada and the United States of America. Friends, allies, neighbors. I love it. It's been that way forever and ever. And it's funny, I don't name drop, and I just usually, right here, but I got to be honest. I felt like the past maybe 3 years ago going forward, the big thing. It felt like we weren't as close. Canada and USA, I'm talking about. Like it felt like the US and Canada were actually not that good of friends. Or there was things in place that didn't want us to be friends. Division. It's just how I feel as life is coming at me through the internet or just, you know what I mean? There's no other way to do this than just talk about it. Friends, it's in the past. Let's just go there. The truckers thing, right? I remember when the truckers did that in Canada. Okay, it felt good. I got to be honest. It felt good to me as a Canadian that because let's be honest, trucking. Come on, let's just hold it right there. Trucking, we need trucking. So, anyways, this is funny that I'm even talking about this. I'm having a good time. How about you? Good. Just checking. So, I said nothing. But what I did see is the United States and all the truckers in the States and the truckers all over the world were like, yeah, Canada, go! It was crazy. It was crazy. And I, as a Canadian, felt, you felt it, didn't you, babe? A sense of pride.
Yes.
She did too. My lovely woman in the kitchen, peeling hard-boiled eggs. Amazing. You ask me what I got to complain about? Come on, try me. I don't. There's nothing to complain about. Now, on another... So anyways, I don't want to get... I'm not political and I don't know anything about it, so I won't talk about it too much. But that made me feel good inside to be a Canadian, especially to have our fellow countries like all over the news. Like, yeah, Canadian, finally, somebody's standing up in Canada, because we're known as being pretty relaxed. But the thing is about that maybe that you don't know about Canadians. You all see us as one of the, the nice, laid back and just whatever. Yes, indeed, we are that. But there's a reason for that. It's not pretty. I'm sipping my coffee. Sorry, friends. Quick edit. I had to have a slurp of the coffee and I didn't want to bother you with it. So it's just, my point being now is something happened after that. Now, it might have been before. I don't know if it was before or after, because, again, I'm not a political person, but I do remember some things being in place that, and I even talked to my good buddy Decal and some of my other American friends, Christine, like people who were close to me. It felt that we were being divided as friends. Now, I don't know if you felt that, but I did. An uneducated, head down, can up dude feeding his family on a saw. So I don't follow politics. I feel politics, I guess. I feel what's going on. But I know my mind goes places when I'm not able to work physically that it wouldn't go normally. Hence this conversation. But I felt after this thing yesterday, this thing that happened in Canada, united us again for some strange reason. Okay, I will interject because now I'm in the editing stage and I gotta give you more context. There are other contributing factors to me feeling this way. And I'm not a name dropper, and this is not that. I am a floating individual, a seeker, a life traveler who observes and responds to what's going on. And because I'm not out giving her and doing things that maybe there's a reason for that. But anyways, it is what it is. And I'm just talking flappings. I could be even, I admittedly right now look at you, I could be on my own here, completely out in left field, chasing freaking butterflies like my first year playing soccer. I could be, I don't know, positively. But all I know is what I feel. Not making any sense, am I, hon?
Well, what I was going to say is Canada was just rated the safest country in the world to visit.
Okay, did you hear that? I love when my wife comes in on these conversations. She's right there. You nothing to hide here at this channel. This is real straight coming straight at you. Live. My wife is in the kitchen. She just said, what was it, babe? Oh, Canada was the safest, one of the safest countries
Number one.
Oh, number one. Pardon me. Pardon me, honey.
Safest in the world.
Safest in the world.
According to the internet.
According to the internet. To come to, or just to travel to vacation type thing, or come to. Yeah. Number one. Safest. So I don't know about you. I'm not, I'm just saying. So I actually don't know what I'm saying, but I do know this. We'll get some other stuff straight too. Anyways, the Tin Man bugs me all the time. He's like, I love you, Tin Man. So back to the story. This is a total flap video, but I've done so many of these and hit delete, and sometimes I kick myself and think, why didn't I just throw it up? Why didn't I just throw it up? There's people who will listen. So in a nutshell, I feel hopeful. I feel more conjoined again to my American friends. I feel conjoined to the whole world, but I just felt as neighbors, they didn't want us to really get along and share things. I just felt that way. Through shipping and just weird things that were going on. And I'm just like, this is strange. I could literally walk to the Peace Arch and throw you a parcel and you could catch it. So it just, a lot of that didn't make sense to me.
Illegally.
Pardon me, babe? Illegally, yeah, exactly. So anyhow, I just love you folks, and I've had some time to, it wasn't burnout, but it was the whole chainsaw thing. It went to a place that I really didn't expect. The power saw. I seen it go places on the internet, and I was like, oh wow, this is weak. This is not what I came here for. And it's kind of perfect to take a break, to be honest. Wow. But we don't exist without one another, is what I like to say. There's no hot without cold. How do you know this is hot? How do you know to call this hot if you don't have cold beside it? It's just nothing, actually, by then. What is it? Black, white, good, evil, love, fear. There's an opposite for everything, and that's why we exist. Work hard, be honest, and just be kind. Nobody's coming for your stuff. It's all in your brain. This is what peace looks like. This is what, unfortunately, there's some things that happen in the world that is the journey to peace. And peace is stronger and love is stronger now than it's ever been. That's why this other stuff's going on, because it knows it's going to end forever. It's getting its last kick. So stop playing around, get off the fence, and start spreading some love. Take a chance. Be vulnerable. I'm not using this internet to pull on my or you know what I mean. I'm not going to use this platform and this you people. I'm not going to use it for garbage. There's too much garbage. There's too much garbage. I'm spreading love. I'm spreading, reaching out, and you guys know this story. You've been here for day one. It's been the same. It's just been a little softer in the background. That's all. The people more open to it have known about it for many, many years. So maybe there is, you know, again, my faith is renewed or impacted again, that all happens at the right time. Everything is as it should be. All these things I say, once again, is proven to me. What am I going to use this time down for? If I'm running power saws and cutting trees, I ain't talking about this. I'm just not. I'll tell you straight now. Maybe, you know. So, again, I'm glad you're here, honestly. It means a lot to me that you're here. And the fact that you come here and see me. Some are rambles, some are not. We're going into a wild and crazy year, and I'm looking real forward to getting moving again. I am. So, but it's either don't upload at all and just sit back and lick wounds, or come here and ramble. And I know some of yous will watch, and I love yous. So in closing, you know my message. I'm grateful you're here. I do want to say, I want to end, because I've been thinking a lot lately, and it's been in my face. The young men working in this world now. There's more coming at you than there was coming at us. I'm talking X-Gen, like later, like 50, you know, up. There's the internet is what it is. It's coming at you like a young man, say in his 20s and 30s and 40s. Those warrior years, those earning years, those years of creating this man, right? Because it's a journey, and I can't say I feel for you, because I can't feel for you. That's not actually humanly possible to feel for another human being. But what I can do is empathize and look at my situation, where I just know that I didn't have this role model. I had just other men to look to. There was no internet. So I would look at men, and not having a pops around, an old man around, I had these other fellas to look around. Do I like what he's doing? Do I want to be like a vision? You know what I mean? We all don't tell me you didn't have a vision when you were a young man of who you'd like to be like. That could have been Clint Eastwood. It could have been a guy in a briefcase with a tie on, walking down Wall Street. It could have been anything. I don't know what it was for you, but I do know what it was for me. We all have this vision. We do as young men. You can't deny it. Could have been your dad. Could have been your grandpa, your uncle. Could have been anybody. I just had this vision of a strong man. Just something that I wanted to be. And I took pieces and I created that man. I created that man. So if you didn't have a man to look up to, or help you along your journey, or give you anything, a foundation in your life, you can create it. You can create the man you want to be. How? By going and doing it. And it's not talking about it. It's not, unfortunately. Or pretending. That's worse. That will actually be worse. How you do it is you go do it. If you want to be a highfalutin suit wearing, sports car driving, then go do that. If you want to be a gristled old, blue collar man, go do that. You can create whatever it is you want to create. You can create it. So, especially if you didn't come out of a home that I like that. I liked what that, what's his buddy, my buddy Scotty, the essential craftsman. I like how he put that. He says, if you weren't jerked up right, if your family life, if you weren't jerked up right, if you didn't come from mom and pa together raising a family, where I didn't come from that. If you did, that's awesome. But if you didn't come from that, then create it. Create it. And get busy. Because the sooner you start being that man, being that person, that woman, that whatever you want to strive to be, the sooner you start that. And I would have to think that it would probably have something to do with being selfless. Laying your jacket down over the mud puddle for the princess to walk across. Helping the man with his spare tire. Helping, just being the man you've always envisioned. Create that man. Create that woman. The sooner you can get started on being a good person, the better your life is going to be. If you're going to drink and do drugs till you're 60, you will reap the benefits of those decisions. If you stop drinking and drugging and remove obstacles in your life, where you will see the benefits is down the road. Down the road. You want to be a gristled old veteran, faller, tree worker, ditch digger, machine operator, electrician, heavy-duty mechanic, or you want to be a Wall Street briefcase-carrying sports car guy, go do it. Go do it. See you on the next one.